Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So here comes the Bitcoin bounce, the one that we all have been waiting for a very long time. Bitcoin is above 40,000 right now. Ethereum is 3,000. The entire crypto market cap is going up. So what caused this? A lot of you guys tuned in this morning and you heard me at market open about this one big announcement that seemed very positive, then that turned out to be negative. Now is it turning back to positive? Well, I'm going to explain all of it. It's quite confusing, so let's get started. Thanks for tuning in. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. 2-3 streams almost every day. 8:30, 11:30, and 8:30. That's the schedule. I'll have to think about it, but hit that notification bell regardless to get notified. Also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out all the latest news, article, and guides at CryptosRUs.com. Welcome. Oh, no, I didn't mean to show that. Yeah, let's look at this, okay? Look at this. This is beautiful right now, okay? We have a very good pump going on right now, 40,500. Can this continue? Well, it certainly has legs, and I have a lot of things to say. Even from a TA perspective, this is looking pretty darn good. Very, very good, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But the heat map of the entire crypto market cap, besides the stable coins, which is showing in red, and it's really not because stable coins are just $1. Okay, this just refreshed to before. Don't panic over this. This is not right. It's all in the green. It's all in the green. But you guys get the picture. Yeah, here we go. Everything is in the green, right? A huge reversal versus yesterday and days before. And I kind of speculate. I don't know why that keeps reverting. But anyways, I kind of hinted this and brought up this fact last night, and even days before last night, and more so this morning. How Bitcoin is finally, at least for the last few days, decoupling away from the stock market. And I said eventually it will. Eventually traders will come to their senses and come back and cause this tremendous bounce. So you can see the equities market today is kind of mixed. Dow is in the red, NASDAQ is in the green, right? But this morning, those of you guys that tune into the market open stream, we got this, which is actually fantastic, yet it's not. And now it is. So what is it? So the job report this morning about non-farm payrolls came out. 467,000 jobs added in January, which normally would be a fantastic thing. That means the labor force, the job market is strong. And along with this, December numbers and November numbers were also changed. They were changed because it was actually much better. So they actually raised everything up. So if you look at the last 3 months, according to this report, despite Omicron, the U.S. labor force added over 1.1 million new jobs, which is fantastic, right? It's really, really fantastic. Except this means that Fed Chair Powell will probably be hawkish with his rate hikes. And now there's talks about possibly 6 rate hikes this year, and how the very first one in March could be a 50-point basis, and all that stuff, right? But here's the thing. The markets have been so oversold because of all the speculation of what Powell may do, right? We know that there's just a lot of cash on the side, and even though, yes, this may be coming, right? This seems like it's already priced in. The market already priced in all this, priced in that this is the worst case scenario, right? And that is why I've mentioned this. I know it's not really relevant to Bitcoin and crypto, but last night I saw this. Snapchat, which, fairly big social media company, now worth $60 billion. They went up by 60% in the aftermarket yesterday after reporting good earnings. I'm like, if Snapchat could go up 60%, that's telling you something. That's telling you how hungry the traders are right now, because they're sitting on a pile of cash they're not used to sitting on a pile of cash like that, and they want to get back in, especially after seeing earnings from all the big tech companies except Facebook come out spectacular. So they're all trying to come back in now. Now, you could still get killed like Facebook. Facebook was killed yesterday. But Amazon is going up. Apple's going up. MicroStrategy went up. Everything's going up. So the money is flowing back in because these guys are basically saying, well, this is the time to buy. This is bottom or near bottom, right? And they rather buy than have money on the sidelines and miss out on this tremendous bounce or rally that could be coming around the corner. Okay? Even MicroStrategy yesterday, I made mention of this. That MicroStrategy did not go down yesterday, despite having a bad earnings report and despite the NASDAQ was tanking yesterday. MicroStrategy stock did not move, and that's a pretty good indicator of what's to come. So it's actually not surprising that the entire market for crypto actually recovered. I know I've been hyping about a bounce for a long time, but all the metrics show that we're ready for a bounce. We're just oversold. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I was asked about this yesterday, and I know a lot of you guys are thinking about this. Is this a bear trap? Do we need to go down to 30,000 first? And I've said, you know what, TA is 50-50. Sometimes it does happen. Sometimes it doesn't, right? The market, especially crypto, is very volatile, and there's very massive movements that can come and go all the time. But from a TA perspective, let me show you this. This is something that I've shown before, and I think it's very, very bullish and could indicate that 33,000 that we had before could be the bottom and not 30,000 or anything below. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to zoom out to the daily chart, and then I'm going to show my lines here. And you can see that ever since Bitcoin hit that top at mid-November, November 10th, Bitcoin has been rallying, okay? But it's more or less they're stepping downwards. And this is what everyone's looking at. And they're anticipating that, well, since we keep hitting this trend line, we're going to bounce off of here and then go lower. And, that's why people were predicting that we'll go back down to 30,000, right? Because if we bounce here and head down, we'll go to 30,000. The thing is, though, because of how oversold we are, look at it. We've clearly broken up above it right now. If at the end of the day we go back down, that's a different story. But right now, there's a lot of momentum, and let's take out the volume, right? Volume is pretty strong, not the strongest, but it's up there. It's stronger than definitely some of the periods where we actually climbed in previous months. So can this hold? Definitely. Is Bitcoin oversold? Yes. Is the entire crypto market cap oversold? Yes. So we're getting that good bounce right now, right? We're definitely getting a good bounce. Can this continue? Definitely, because of all the stuff that's going on right now. All the metrics still supports Bitcoin. A lot of good things happening. Let me show you some of the good metrics. But when you put it all together, okay, why we're in this place in the first place, right? Inflation, very, very high inflation. Powell trying to curb inflation, right? Ultimately, that's the only thing that we need to worry about, inflation. How is Powell going to curb it, right? He's going to take his measures and put the full weight of the Federal Reserve and try to do something about it. But going back to the original point that I was making months ago, what is the true hedge against inflation? What is the one asset that you could buy that's a true hedge? That's Bitcoin. And traders will realize that eventually. You and I and everyone else that's in crypto, we already know that. Because there's no better buy than Bitcoin to hedge against inflation. There's just none. You can't argue gold is better. You can't argue that bonds are better or stocks are better. You can't argue anything's better other than Bitcoin. Bitcoin has the greatest return in the last 10 years, greatest return even in the last 2 years. And it's the only one asset that has a set supply. There's nothing else out there that has a set supply. I've been saying this. So I'm glad to see that we're getting a pump. Even from a TA perspective, this is looking pretty darn good. And from a metrics perspective, I've been showing you guys a lot of good metrics. For example, let's just go to this one. This is showing, I'll remove my camera for a little bit, but this is showing the reserves of Bitcoin, and it just keeps dipping. It doesn't go up. You don't see, if this was showing there's a massive influx of Bitcoin going into the exchanges, well, then I would argue, well, yeah, a lot of people are panicking and a lot of people are selling. But that's not the case. You're not seeing a massive influx of Bitcoin going into the exchanges. That's just not happening right now. Okay? And look at this. This goes back to November, since Bitcoin started coming down. Do you see? This is the net flow. There's a lot more Bitcoin that's coming out of the exchanges than going into the exchanges, right? So despite the fact that the price have gone down, there's more Bitcoins being taken out of the exchanges right now. And that is why the liquid supply, the overall supply that's off the exchanges is increasing. That has not decreased either. So these are statistics, or the metrics I've been showing. They tell you a different story besides just the price going down. That the long-term holders and the institutions or the whales that are behind Bitcoin that support it, they continue to buy it. And they buy and buy and buy and buy. And here's another telling metric, which is the total hash rate. Do you see how high we are right now? We're at an all-time high for Bitcoin's hash rate. We did not drop down. And the only reason why this V happened is because China kicked out all the miners. We could see that. When they did, there was a lot of liquidations, a lot of mining, machines turned off. But besides that, Bitcoin keeps going. And the difference between Bitcoin and any other altcoin out there is that the price follows the hash rate. It always has. With everything else that's mineable, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. The hash rate follows the price. Bitcoin is the only crypto where price follows the hash rate. Has always been, and it still is. Right? So the fact that the hash rate keeps going up, the miners are not selling, the miners are actually just keeping everything they mine, and on top of that, they are buying, right? The Bitcoin network, Bitcoin itself, is very, very, very healthy. The point becomes moot when the price is going down, and I realize that, but this is why I keep stressing, right? Have patience. Pay attention to what's going on, right? There is a lot of good stuff going on. There's just a lot of it. And this is why we need to be in the game. We need to be in earlier than Wall Street, right? Because we know we're on the right path. They don't quite yet, but they will. And when they all finally come to that realization, well, Bitcoin will be much higher. So you don't want to be at that point. You want to be in early, right? So this is all adding up. All adding up in a good way, in a very, very good way. What else is there? Well, even from a DApps perspective, I know some of you guys have heard of Stacks, right? Stacks is a project that's building DeFi, or I should say smart contracts, on top of Bitcoin. Okay, so they're trying to make a layer 2 for Web 3.0. Now, they're doing very well. The very first true DeFi project on top of Bitcoin is out, on top of Stacks. Stacks themselves just raised $150 million to improve upon this, right? So as a network, besides just being a store of value and a hedge against inflation, as a network, it's becoming more, there's more utility, right? The layer 2 Lightning Network is already out. But now we have another layer that's for DeFi and dApps and smart contracts. That's also helping. And in case you guys want to learn more about Stacks, right, go to Stacks. And then also, of course, I've been talking a lot about DeFi. So if you do want to stake Stacks, you can also do so. On OKCoin, you could actually earn 10% APY just by staking Stacks. So why not? Why not? And also, by the way, OKCoin is the only exchange in the US that sells Miami coin. And you could get a crazy 145% APY through it, through staking. I don't know how they could offer that, but that's pretty crazy. But just to want to show you, right? So in addition, Stacks and DeFi and Layer 3, Web 3.0 is also coming to Bitcoin. It's early. Doesn't mean that it'll completely succeed, but at least there are builders. right? Now, in terms of everything else in the market, well, it's all green today. Pretty much everything is in green. If you're holding something that's not in green, then there's a problem with that. But I'm glad to see Ethereum come up in a big way, 12% today, almost 20% in the last 7 days. Solana having a big comeback, back to 110 again. Terra having a big comeback, back to 53 again. Avalanche up in a big way. Polkadot, you get the picture, right? But mostly the L1s, the ones that I've been stressing, they are holding strong. They're recovering faster, right? And that's because of DeFi. I just got done talking about stacks and DeFi and Web 3.0 on Bitcoin, but this already exists within the L1s, right? The network protocols. Not completely done, but you have $210 billion worth of liquidity locked into these chains already. And these are the ones that I stress a lot, right? The ones that have the most potential right now, the most growth. And I continue to believe in these because I think they're going to continue going forward. Ethereum, Terra, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Phantom, Solana, Polygon. And we'll skip over Tron, but even the Kronos chain from Crypto.com. Osmosis is from Cosmos. You got Polkadot that's up here now. Polkadot is joining the game. Harmony, Elrond, and several others, right? There's a lot of liquidity out there. So these are the ones that I definitely hold and recommend because they're still early and they're still growing. And Web 3.0 just started. Yeah. Yeah. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Oh, I'm going to show the short liquidations pretty soon. Cadena is proof of work? Yes, Dimitri, I do know that. But they can stack multiple chains together to scale. Crypto for everyone, new member, welcome. Ryan, thank you for that. I was planning on buying BTC yesterday. However, I couldn't. Should I buy today or wait until it cooled down? You never know. Okay, you never know. But what I've been saying is this. You DCA along the way. And when others are fearful, when they're the most fearful, that's the best time to get in. The contrarian view, right? I do think that we were in extreme fear for so long. It's a matter of time before we actually break out of it. So DCA is your friend. I don't know anything about Lazy Lion NFTs. I have no idea. Where do you see Omni token by the end of the year? I don't know. Not a time to be asking that. All right. And the last thing I want to show you guys is where's the liquidations, right? Finally, we're seeing some shorts get liquidated. Not as much as the longs as from before, but it's a start. If Bitcoin continues to go up, let's say we break through 42, and that is an important resistance to break, we're going to see a lot more of this. But you could see since yesterday, you have like 20 million, 13 million, 4, 20, and then this morning, 55 plus 41. That's about 100 million today and a little bit yesterday. You added up about 200 million, right? And if Bitcoin continues to go up, the shorts will be liquidated. We'll have more short squeezes, and that's good. We want to get all the shorts out there. We don't need short leverage traders. We don't need short traders in this space, right? I want to see them all get liquidated. That's my hope. That's my hope. All right, last few things. Bitcoin 2022. Because of my partner ITrustCapital, they will have a big presence at Bitcoin 2022. This will be going on April 6th to 9th, Miami Beach. I normally don't attend these, but I'm being invited, so I do think I will be there, and I may have a small meetup there. So those of you guys that's already in Miami or you're attending, that's great. I may be able to meet up with you, but because I trust capital, I posted this. We'll be giving away 2 free tickets in case you didn't want to pay for it. Basically, just comment who you want to bring, retweet this, right? And why you should go, and I'll be selecting the 2 winners next week. Okay, if you guys want to attend, great. If not, maybe I'll just meet you down there. But it is on my Twitter, so if you guys are interested, go ahead and check it out. All right. Lastly, before Q&A, I do have a new sponsor for today. It involves the metaverse and involves pets. So that's why I think this is a pretty interesting project. It's ClassicDoge. At first, I was turned off by the name because Doge was in there. But after looking at it, they're not a meme coin. They are a project that's about bringing your pet into the metaverse, since there's so many pet lovers, and this one is concentrating right now on dogs. So ClassicDoge is a project that allows you to scan your favorite pet and make them virtual and bring them into the metaverse as an avatar. That is the main premise of ClassicDoge. And of course, it goes beyond that. There are other things that you can do, right? Once you mint it, you could actually stake it. You could use it in social media, the marketplace. You can monetize it. There are many things they want to add on, but that is the main premise, is to take your pet and convert it and make them virtual, okay? So they're going to have, they're going to allow you to make your own NFT token, make your own avatar, right? They're going to have a DAO. They're going to have a social NFT marketplace where you could actually trade. You could trade your pet with others or vice versa. And then, of course, you can buy NFTs from other owners too. There's going to be some virtual training that they're going to be doing and carrying. I don't know if this is going to be virtual format and metaverse format or whatever articles. I don't quite know. They're going to build out games. They're going to build out events and competition. And there's going to be digital pet breeding as well. So they're going to try to implement some of the Axie Infinity features, like how you could breed Axies, right? They're going to try to do something like that virtually. I don't know how that's going to be. That sounds wild, but that's one of the things they listed. So they will be implementing rewards soon based on their Twitter. They will be opening up staking soon. And if you look in their Twitter, NFT pet packs will be coming out. So they're going to be releasing pet packs too. And they will be getting on some exchanges in the future. So definitely check them out on their Twitter to follow up. And they also do have a volunteer program too. So they have this right on their webpage, right on the top. So if you are an animal lover, you're thinking about, contributing your time, you can actually fill this out and they will actually help you and hook you up with association that will allow you to volunteer or foster an animal and, just basically do good things, right? So if you're interested in ClassicDoge, check them out. All their links and URLs are in the description of this video. All right, guys. Now let's do some Q&A. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think so. I scrolled up here. I talked about that. Coinbase is down. Boy, there must be a lot of people trying to rush into Coinbase right now. So, if you're a Coinbase user, you should, it shouldn't be unexpected, because during like heavy periods of buying or selling, Coinbase tends to go down. They just can't handle it for some reason. So be prepared for that. So, there's a lot of exchanges out there. If you go to CryptosRUs, which I mention almost every day, there's a lot of stuff going on here. But if you click on here on top, best crypto exchanges, you can take a look at all the exchanges out there, right? But if you're new, you want to learn more about NFTs, I have an NFT corner. If you want to learn more about other things like DeFi kingdoms or some of the DeFi projects I've talked about, it's all on CryptosRUs.com. Okay, altcoins, many different altcoins, right? Of course, the latest news. Check it out. It's Michael says it's great to finally feel good about crypto again. All my assets are up. Congratulations. I mean, this is what we need periodically, right? Even if we don't like just continue upwards all the way to 42, which I said it was important. You know, it's good that we're getting, you know, a bounce, a relief, validation that we are right, right? But the one true thing is the people that are most patient with crypto or any investments are the ones that make the most money. That's just how it is. I've sat through too many of these, right? And there's too many people that get burned because they're just not, they weren't ready, they couldn't handle it. There's a lot of emotional distress. There's a lot of things that come with Bitcoin and volatility and all that stuff, right? But through it all, Bitcoin always recovers, forms a new high, and that's because the fundamentals keeps getting better and better and better. 2021 was a spectacular year for Bitcoin and crypto overall. And 2022 will continue. We're going to have more volatility for sure. Come March, we'll probably go get the very first rate hike, and then we're going to probably get maybe 3, 4, 5 more during the year, right? But all of that seems to be more and more priced in as things sell off. But now we're starting to see the money come back in, which is very good, very promising indeed. All right, what else is there? Should I keep my Axie until the price comes back? Well, I don't know how much you're down. Axie did sell off, just like all the other projects, right? But I do think that they still have a huge community base. There's a ton of guilds that concentrate only on Axie. I'm learning more about them, but they have like scholarships for people to play Axie. They loan out their Axie for people to try. I mean, their whole guild with tens of thousands of users are all focused on Axie. So, and it's still big in Asia. So, I think Axie will come back. I think it will. What else is there? Jeff, hey, always appreciate your support. NG Garage says, I agree, this is my first year in crypto game, comes with a whole lot of mental stress. There is definitely a lot of mental stress, okay? Because crypto moves very fast, but you gotta realize it moves fast in both directions. It doesn't only move fast in one direction up and slow in the other direction. No, it goes both ways, right? But you gotta be patient, you gotta pick the right projects, have a diversified portfolio, and if you can, just DCA along the way. Everyone that I've talked to that DCA'd over years upon years, no one is in the red. They're all in the green. Many of them made tremendous amount of wealth over the last few years. So, you know what? We'll get through this too. I mean, we've been through something similar just last year. It's not like we didn't see something similar. We saw the same thing happen last year and we got through it too. What do you think about Solana NFTs like Bored Ape Yacht Club derivatives? I don't know. Solana NFTs don't seem to be getting the hype as Ethereum NFTs. Ethereum NFTs just dominate. They dominate. So can others do well? Yes, but right now Solana NFTs, they're not getting the love. I've been hearing about Cardano NFTs catching on fire. I don't know if that's actually true. Let's see if that's the case. Activity. What's been going up for, I guess, this Boss Cat rocket parts? I guess that's been going up. The ADA Ape Society, maybe that. Floor price is only $650 still. I don't know. Right now, it's just all the hype is on Ethereum for NFTs. I don't know why this keeps reverting back. Did I see Charles's Web 3.0 stream this morning? I did not. Yeah, I don't know why this keeps doing that. I'm going to go back here. What do you think of 8-day daily green for our XTZ? I don't think anything of it. I like Tezos. I like Tezos. It's one of the ones that's in one of the chains that does have a robust NFT marketplace. Let's say NFT ecosystem. They have Formula One, and they have several others that's on top, and then also, they have a good amount of DeFi projects too. Michael, appreciate it. Spirit Vision, thanks for all you do to keep us grounded. I am George. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Dex, can you please share some link for your NFTs? Are there fakes out there? They've been fooled twice. There's no verified for any of the profiles. Yeah, I try to get mine, but until you get to 100 ETH, you can't get it. I have a lot of links, Dex. First of all, in the description, and second of all, on CryptosRUs.com, there's a link right here. I am George NFTs. Shows all the previous ones, right? And the latest one, which you would click right here. Couple days left. 0.3 ETH, not bad, not bad. This one is a special one to celebrate crypto winter, in case you couldn't tell. But yeah, I have a lot of links out there, but be careful of impersonators, because there's a lot of people that's impersonating me. Trying to get blue check marks everywhere, it's just much harder than it seems. It's like Twitter, getting a Twitter, check mark seems like you gotta know someone to be able to get it. OpenSea one, you need to have 100 ETH volume, which I have not hit yet. Facebook, I got it. That's the easiest one. Even Instagram is hard to get. I don't know why. What do you think about Cake? Could it bounce with all their dexes? Yes, it's still the third most used dex out there in terms of volume. It's still the biggest on Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain is going through a transformation. They're becoming more decentralized, and they're going to come out with another chain with another token. So they're actually going through some big changes. I don't know the complete picture yet, but that can definitely help them. And there is something going on right now with Binance Smart Chain. There's like a bug so that if you're minting an NFT, you can't mint multiple ones, I believe. There's something with it, like you can't do multiple ones on top of Binance Smart Chain. I think that's the same thing with Ethereum. You can't do multiple ones on top of Ethereum either. So you could do it with Polygon, but you can't do it with Ethereum. So they are trying to change all that. Suku and Hedera, Michael, I'm not a fan of either project. Hedera's okay. It's a pretty good L1. And I heard Ubisoft just joined their console recently. They have a lot of big players that's in their console, but a little bit less open source than some of the other projects. And Suku, no clue. Have you followed Algorand? Yes. I talked about Algorand recently. I think they're doing good. They're having a lot of traction in El Salvador and Latin American countries, so that's good. Their NFT space, I have no idea those. So when you guys pitch me out NFT stuff, all these hyped up collections, I have no idea, honestly. I've not been keeping up with NFTs that much. But if there are good ones, I'll find them. I'm trying to get more help on that space too. I have one good guy on the team that's really helping find NFTs, but wouldn't mind getting a few more. JB, I can't get myself to branch out from BTC. I've been DCing since April 2021, now hold 22 million sats. Thanks for your conviction. I held. Congratulations. There's nothing wrong with being 100% in BTC. All right, it'll continue forward, but I think you're leaving a lot on the table just by having 100% BTC. Because if you just had, let's say, 50% in Ethereum and 50% in BTC just since April 2021, you'll probably be up another 25% because Ethereum has gone up a lot more than BTC in 2021. And had you just held on to, say, some Solana or Terra or Avalanche, even a small portion, you'll probably be up another 25 to 50% because of they going up 10 to 15x in 2021, right? So that's why I stress to have a diversified portfolio, but does not mean you need to have 100 coins in your wallet. Just by having 5 or 10 can make a big difference. But if you want to be 100% in Bitcoin, that's okay. That's okay. Someone says Hedera is now open source. I have to see that. I have to research that because it seems like they went through a lot of things to make sure it wasn't open source. So that's news to me, but I'll do research on that. What do you think about Costa? My answer is I'm just going to do this. That's it. All right, guys. Sigma's asks, I bought near all-time high. I'm scared we're going to hit it and go back down, leaving me with no profit. Well, you need to have cash on the side. Regardless if we just go straight back up to 69,000, you need to have cash on the side because we could come down and there could be more volatility, right? And if you don't have cash on the side, you're not able to take advantage of dips nor DCA, right? So you need to have some cash on the side. And I've stressed this for months now, between, I say 25 to 30%. I think that's a good amount. So when things come down, you could DCA or take advantage of the dips. If you don't, then okay, just keep holding. It's just that simple. Do you get charged a fee every time you transfer Bitcoin in or out of your hardware wallet? Yes. Anytime you do a transfer, you get charged a fee. It doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin or anything. All of them do. McDonald's has a new coin, McCoin. I don't think that's true. Or maybe, I don't know. I haven't heard about it. Loopring and Immutable X confirmed partnership with GameStop for Metaverse thoughts. Well, I think Loopring got screwed. They were supposed to be the ones that host the NFT marketplace, and Immutable X just stole that right under their nose. I don't know what Loopring is in for anymore. There's no need for them. Immutable X does everything Loopring does. So I think Loopring or GameStop is just afraid to announce that they actually have no more relationship with Loopring. But I think they're just doing DR or damage control for Loopring because Immutable X won. I don't know what Loopring is going to be used for anymore. But anyways, regardless, I think people are hyping up GameStop's NFT marketplace way too much. Just like when that was announced for Loopring shot up and then came back down. Immutable X went up. But what's the big freaking deal about GameStop NFT marketplace? So what? There's a million marketplaces out there. I think people are overhyping it. I think it's mostly because GameStop holders, the ones that aped in, they're excited, so they may ape into Immutable X now. But outside of that, I don't see the big deal. I just don't. And I don't think anything about Suku. I think that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. We have a good day today. It turned out to be a good day. Didn't start out that way. We had a little iffiness this morning. But we got some good news from this job report, which actually brought the equities market down. Now it's back up. But I think mostly because we have some good earnings, right? Amazon led the way last night. And then we could definitely see a reversal of the tech stocks, right? Including someone like Snapchat, which should not be up 56%. That's just wild, okay? You shouldn't see these kind of jumps within the marketplace. But we do because of how oversold everything is. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. I've been saying that. It's just too oversold. And all the metrics still point upwards. So can this continue? Definitely. But we'll see this weekend with lighter volume, when the market's closed. Can we see a continuation of this? Well, this is very promising that we broke through this trend line. And if we can hold above here, that's even better. So let's see. All right. I don't have a stream tonight. I don't know if I have a recorded video or not. But if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? And then tomorrow, I may do another metaverse/gaming stream, because you guys liked the one I did last week with Decentraland. I might pick something else this week and see how it is. But make sure you hit that notification bell and smash up the likes. And if you're interested in this contest, go check it out. All right? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.